Good morning. It is Monday, August 11th, 2025. I hope everyone had a nice weekend. It was a rainy weekend here in Charleston. I really needed to mow my yard, and that didn't happen. Just kind of rained the whole weekend. Did manage to get the kids out fishing in the pond for one evening there where it stopped raining, which was fun. And maybe the highlight of the weekend was I got to take my older son Nash to, we went to the USS Yorktown, right? So the aircraft carrier here in the Charleston Harbor. He's like in a really fun aircraft carrier, destroyer, anything Top Gun related phase right now. So he was pretty fired up. We went, it was pouring rain, and so that was fun. He had a good time. All right. First thing on my list today is fall reviews. Start in 2 weeks. So we are really excited to meet with many of you. If you have not already scheduled, I think Patrick's going to send out one last scheduling link this week. So be on the lookout for that. Again, it really helps our team the sooner you schedule, just so we can have plenty of time to prepare, get everything organized the way we want it, so our team can be as productive and make the best use of our time together. So that'd be great. We're really looking forward to that. Quick thanks to everyone that attended our educational webinar last week on the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. We've already received some really nice feedback, and I think in terms of the questions that came in during the webinar, I think I've got just about everyone answered on that front. So on that note, we're working to get that on the website as well. I know there's a handful of you that were not able to attend the webinar due to scheduling conflicts. So we're going to try to get that on the website here at some point, and we'll let you know when that is complete. All right, looking at global markets last week, but pretty good week, kind of all around. Really largely, and I know I touched on this last week, but all right, we have in terms of earnings, S&P 500 earnings that have been reported. All right, so 90% of companies have now reported, with 82% of those beating estimates. Okay, so the vast majority of companies have been exceeding analysts' expectations. Okay, and now to be fair, like a lot of companies are beating expectations because most analysts had revised everything so much lower just due to the tariff threats, kind of the global trade uncertainty. Right? So a lot of analysts had dropped forecasts thinking that earnings just wouldn't be able to sustain at these levels, and they have, right? So that caught a lot of analysts off guard, and now they're in a position where they're being forced to revise their forecast higher. Okay, just earnings have been better. They've been better, which has been the big tailwind, of course, for the primary driver for why the market has done so well since April, kind of when we had peak uncertainty on the so-called Liberation Day. So and then in addition to earnings, last week we also received the services PMI, came in at 55.7, which was the highest mark of the year. Okay, so that's expansion. That's a really good sign. This week we have some really important data points. Tomorrow on Tuesday we have the consumer price index, CPI, and then Thursday we'll have the producer price index, and then maybe the number to keep the closest eye on, although it's a number that comes out every week, the initial jobless claims. Just given last Friday's monthly employment report, which was not a good number, I think a lot of attention is going to be given to this week's initial jobless claims to see if there is additional kind of concern about the employment picture possibly finally slowing down a bit. So, and we've been over this for months now. Like, frankly, I'm a little bit shocked just at how resilient the economy has been. just where interest rates are. Like, forget about tariffs, forget about any global trade, all that, all those concerns. Like, just the fact the economy's been ticking where it has, in the face of how high the Fed has had interest rates for this long, right? I mean, we've been saying it for a long time. It's like, when is the employment picture going to slow down, right? Because obviously the Fed hiked rates to combat inflation, and they've just been high for a really long time, right? And then everything else, whatever, it becomes more of a political debate. But I'm just surprised at how resilient the economy has remained. Companies obviously doing quite well, the market doing well, so we'll see. But again, questions, comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. Really excited for, again, fall reviews start in 2 weeks. Please schedule if you have not. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.